Urban gardening transforms limited city spaces into lush, productive areas, bringing green life to concrete jungles. This transformation requires careful planning and execution, where every inch is utilized. The activities involved in setting up an urban garden, designing the layout, selecting suitable plants, and constructing vertical structures are not just sequential. They harmoniously influence each other to maximize the effectiveness of the garden. Rise up, gardens in the sky. In the maze of gray, our spirits fly. With every plot and plant, our dreams comply in our vertical symphony where hopes don't die. The design of the garden layout is crucial in urban settings where space is at a premium. Efficient use of space involves considering the available area, sunlight exposure, and accessibility. This activity sets the framework for the entire garden, determining how and where plants can be grown. It involves plotting out areas for different types of plants and deciding on the flow of the garden, ensuring that every square inch contributes to the overall productivity and aesthetic. In a city's heart where the space is tight, dreams of green take flight in the concrete night, plotting out each inch with a master's grace, designing every niche, every little space. Choosing the right plants is pivotal for the success of an urban garden. This selection is tailored to the specific conditions of the urban environment, focusing on plants that can thrive with limited sunlight and space. This might include leafy greens, herbs, and certain vegetables, and flowers known for their adaptability to smaller growing areas and varying light conditions. The careful selection of these plants is directly influenced by the layout design, as it must fit into the predetermined spaces and conditions. Choosing plants that weave through the urban glow, leafy greens and herbs in the shadows grow. Tailored for the light, for the cramped earth beds, thrive in their delight as our garden spreads. The construction of vertical gardening structures is a creative solution to the spatial limitations of urban gardening. This step is made feasible and effective by the preceding activities: a well-planned layout and appropriately selected plants. Vertical structures such as trellises, hanging baskets, and wall planters allow gardeners to expand upwards rather than outwards, maximizing vertical space without spreading horizontally. This approach not only saves space but also enhances the garden's ability to support a greater variety of plants. Up the walls, the green vines climb. In the bustling city's pulse, we find our rhyme. Trellises and baskets hanging high, creating life where the sparrows fly. In the harmonic triad of urban gardening, the meticulous design of the garden layout and the strategic selection of plants naturally facilitate the successful construction of vertical gardening structures. This progression ensures that the space is used efficiently and that the garden is both functional and aesthetically pleasing. The layout provides the blueprint. The plant selection ensures the blueprint is realistic, and the vertical structures capitalize on these preparations to maximize growing space. Together, these elements form a cohesive, efficient gardening system that turns small urban spaces into verdant, productive areas. This harmony between planning, planting, and building not only optimizes the use of space but also creates a sustainable urban oasis that can flourish in the constraints of city living. From the ground to the heights, our gardens tale a lush green thread in a concrete veil. Each leaf a note, each bloom a tone. In this urban jungle, we've made our own.